In addition to getting your work done for Unit 2, Activity 2, which is listed right here, I have posted material in the news feed on the course homepage that outlines the CCA. I wanted to remind you that there is no exam for this particular course, but at the very end, we need to make sure that we complete the CCA. So I wanted to address that now so that we could be starting to think about it. When you look at the news feed, and I will email this out as well, you will notice it looks like this. It may look a little bit different because I'm going to be posting some videos and just some ideas to it, but it will be a variation of this message. So our CCA is actually a resource that you could use. It's about an issue that affects families, and it has a variety of components. So right here in the outline, your task is to create a resource for a social service organization or an organization that supports the family with a particular issue. You're going to create a product that talks about your organization, and the organization provides a voice and builds accessibilities for families to be able to access resources about the particular topic that you choose. So what I would encourage you to do in order to investigate what exactly the CCA is all about, I would like to see you go into the content for Unit 5, Activity 1. And this outlines the whole of what the CCA is all about. So when you go into the content, it will start out with a video that simply explains some organizations that are created and what they do to support the family. So as we go through, we'll be thinking about these. So one of the very first things that you're going to be doing is creating an issue that is important to the families that would need an organization that is built to support them. Both here and in the newsfeed item, there is a link to give you some ideas as to what students have done in the past. So the first thing I would like you to do is to go through here, and you might see some of the same links that are posted here. So things that we are going to be doing in Unit 2 is we are going to be starting to pick our topic, and then by the end of Unit 2, we are going to be picking out and finding sources that will support our information about this particular topic. So in addition to picking a topic, finding sources and researching that particular topic, you are also going to be thinking about how you would like to display your organization. And so these are some of the ideas that you can do. So reading through here to understand all of the components of that particular CCA is in Unit 5, Activity 1. So let's go back to that newsfeed items as to what I want you to do today. So there's nothing that needs to be done in addition to completing your work for Unit 2, Activity 2, but simply making sure that you have an idea as to what you would want to do for the CCA. So, and I'll post that link. Oh, there it is right there. So steps of what I want you to do is to read through Unit 5, Activity 1, so you have an idea as to what the CCA is. Number 2, I would like you to think about topics that are important to the family. And here is a link to a Google Doc that will outline some ideas. So they're just listed right here. And these are topics that we are going to be potentially talking about as we go through the other units in this course. The other thing that I would like you to do is to think about what would your organization be. So if you picked a topic like addiction or mental health, what would your organization do or be? And then the third thing is, how would you like to display that information? So I put some exemplars just so that you can see 3 different ways, same project, 3 different ways to demonstrate those expectations that are outlined in Unit 5, Activity 1. So this is just a think about activity. And as we get in and closer to Unit 3, We still have 2 more activities when it comes to Unit 2. When we get to Unit 3, we're going to be starting to engage in research and submitting in our research so that we can be working towards what's our organization, what's our topic, and what resources do we have about that particular issue and how it affects the family. So take a look through, make sure you understand what the assignment is, look through the exemplar so you can see what components go into it or how they are displayed. And as we start to get through the course after the Christmas break, we are definitely going to be looking at submitting into me what your topic is and what your sources are. You can absolutely start any of those processes now if you have some extra time and you're all caught up in your work.